ready for baseball here in New York. And pitching in this game, Carlos Carrasco.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. In the air, center field. Judge moving under this one. Nabs it, and there's one down. Here's how the Brewers will line up on opening day. Singy, these last few years have been Milwaukee's best since the days of Yount and Molitor.
You're right about that, Boog. They've won the division title 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they haven't won a postseason series since 2018 when they came within a game of reaching the World Series. Wouldn't be a shock to see them break through this year.
Christian Yelich at the plate and takes high there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 out, bases empty. A changeup missing. Yeah, that's ball 2. Check swing, called strike. Popped up. Volpe makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 12, Rhys.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins, in his 8th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Up the middle. Peraza fires over to first, and that will end the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the hill, a soft tossing lefty, just like you, Chris, Jose Quintana.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
Here's the opening day lineup for the Yankees. And Chris, after they came so close in 2024, there's a hunger to reach the mountaintop this season.
No doubt about it. This is a proud franchise, Boog, and they've been in the postseason all but 5 years of this century. They haven't won a title, though, since 2009, and that's the 2nd longest drought they've had since first winning it all in 1923. So the pressure to go all the way just keeps building.
And a foul ball. Ball 1 there. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, left field. They got it for out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
The center fielder, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That misses. Ball 1. Two out, space is empty. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Kicks and deals. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. He swings and fouls one off. That catches the corner.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Next offering upstairs.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. His first homer of the year. And that gives him the lead. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
2 down, base is empty. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back in the Bronx, second inning set to go. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Sal Frelick looking for his first big league hit right here. Carrasco back to work. Up the middle, Volpe whips it to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And now here is Garrett Mitchell in there at the knees, and that's strike 1. And a ground ball to first. Goldie steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in the Bronx singing, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League and won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States. And we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
Ripped to short. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Oswaldo.
In now is the Yankees DH, Oswaldo Cabrera. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next offering is outside. And it remains 2-2. Got him. 2 gone now.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Trent Grisham. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and now Vinny Capra. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now here is Eric Haas.
Let's go Yankees.
Outside
Nope,
with a
outside.
breaking ball. One down, base is empty. That clips the corner.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now it's 1-2. Just
Ball
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out there to center. Judge makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jackson Chorio stands in now and watches strike one. And it's fouled away. That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. In the air, left field, Yelich sizes this one up. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. This ball's chopped on the ground, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. And downstairs. And Judge spoils that one. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Brewers nothing.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me. I am a boss. I make the rules. Don't listen to nobody. Do what I choose. Got nothing to lose. I make decisions.
Back at Yankee Stadium, start of the 4th. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Yanks. Left field, way back there. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 22,
Yelly stepping into the box now. He's 0 for 1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Hoskins, the next to hit, takes outside. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Out to short, Volpe. The throw to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
So up next, Anthony Volpe.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat: get that first hit at the big league level.
That's down and in.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
1 down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Yelich pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed. Dominguez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jump throw. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back in New York, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Sal Frelick. Carrasco back to work. Frelick checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. How about that double play?
But a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
This is Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Chisholm. And that is that. Brewers go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now up is the Yankees DH, Oswaldo Cabrera. Now one miss.
1-0.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mitchell going after it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 12.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, one away here on opening day. And he grounds one to the right side. Terang over to first in time. That takes care of Grisham.
The second baseman, Oswald.
Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Fly to left his first time. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Gets to it with a slide. And that's a great play for the out. Down in order go the Yankees. But they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in New York, start of the sixth. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Vinny Capra. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Chisholm throws to first in time. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
At the plate, Eric Haas. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Just missed. The Brewers down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering down in the dirt. Inside, just missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, shortstop Jackson.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 gone, runner at first. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. An absolute smash to left. And we're level. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And now it's William Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. That one the other way. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Hoskins in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Just off the inside edge. Next pitch is outside. Yelich leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Strike 2.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Line drive. Grisham is there. Makes the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in the Bronx, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
1-0.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And now 2-0. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That one almost got him. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here is Goldschmidt.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Inside, just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Next offering is in for a strike. Makes the catch. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here is Aaron Judge. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Backed off the plate that time.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Base hit, and they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 2 down. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hard hit left side. And that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Digging in, Sal Frelick, 1 for 2. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Check swing, called strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Yarborough goes 6 feet 5 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Into the outfield, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And it's 1-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Pitch misses. 2-1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next in Milwaukee, the third baseman,
Vinny Capra digs in now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Go-ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now, Eric Haas.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. On the ground right side. Over to Goldie. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Brewers strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Ashby. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Stepping in, Anthony Volpe.
Yankees, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Little chopper rolls foul.
You know, these Yankees need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fires over to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 24.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Ball 1, no strike.
Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Yoel Payamps preparing to come on if needed. Number 77 getting loose as well. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that drops in for a strike. That one inside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. In now is the Yankees DH, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of them there. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Number 63.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackson Chourio. He's already homered here in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Leiter warming up as well. Inside, just missed. Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And here is William Contreras. And ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And misses inside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Brings it in. One away.
Now batting, left fielder, Yelich.
Here's Yelich at the dish. known for his late inning heroics. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. He's under it. 2 down. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a little bit low.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Check on the runner. Chourio back on a dive. Two outs. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else.
Runner takes off. There's the ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 outs, runner on first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Sal Frelick. In the air, left field, down the line. Dominguez makes the catch, and that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Trent Grisham. Ashby back to work. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mitchell gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. In the air to left, down the line. And that drops foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And now the count is even. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Elvis Peguero, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. One down, base is empty. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And that's in the dirt. Trying to hold a 1-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Chorio tosses to first. Inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 3 and the Yankees 2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And now, Garrett Mitchell.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throws, sails on him, and it takes off down the line.
The batter, number 2. Second base.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Slapped foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Grisham drop step going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Up next for Milwaukee, the third baseman,
Vinny Capra will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
1-0.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jake Cousins getting ready to go. Hill also throwing. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So 2 down now, and here is Eric Haas. Squirts away a little bit. Mitchell, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Come on, New York.
And the 1-0 misses low. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that is gone. He sends one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year. It's 5-2.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Jackson Chourio. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the 9th. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Elvis Peguero. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 59.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. The Yankees looking to rally. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Fastball for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one's in there. That's strike 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. We in go mode.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And there's the strike. Judge waits. Swings through that.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking
1
ball
ball,
misses down and
2
away.
strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's a base hit.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And that is out of play. Wells off of first with 2 away.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.